Hello. Whoops. Late night stream today. I'm so tired. Who invented like a 40-hour work week? Because I don't appreciate it at all. I don't even know why I'm working so much. I don't have to work this much. But, oh well. Just a little bit of Ace Attorney. I just hope to finish the episode. And I'll probably move on. Not that I hate this game, but there's 14 episodes and this is episode 5. So I don't... At this rate, it's gonna be a year before I finish it. What's happening? God damn it. What was I doing? No, okay. Hey Emma. Is that her name? Yeah. I think last time I was struggling to like figure out what I was doing. Why don't you just leave it on the couch? Yeah, you'd think you'd want to show this thing off more than a giant steel samurai. Then again, Edgeworth has always been like that. Really? Hey, I should write this down. Tell me what he was like as a kid. Back in elementary school, he won awards for all kinds of things. Speech contests, essays, playing the flute, golf tournaments. Of course he's a flute boy. That doesn't exactly sound like typical elementary school stuff. But he always hated receiving awards. He'd make some smart remark like, I know the path I walk, no one else needs to tell me. Wow, how pretentious. That's how he's always been. Kinda gets under your skin, doesn't it? Okay, is there anything new? I think... She's getting way too excited about this. I think we saw that earlier. My chessboard. Ah. The yaoi. Okay. Maybe I'll take that name black as a souvenir. Don't, he'll sue you. Probably. I don't know if there's anything new, you know? Like, what am I looking for? I don't remember what happened last time. Oh gosh. I was investigating stuff. Look, a door! This must mean something! I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open! A mysterious lock! I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? What else am I investigating? There were like, I remember there were fingerprints on the phone. Aha! A ladder! This is step up here. Oh, I think we went over this so well already. The divider. Come to think of it, this divider helped our case more than the actual witness. The Great Divider, a chip off the old parking block. It's just a wall, scientifically speaking. What else am I looking at? The cars leave the lot, the air underground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's clearly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose? Aha! The theory of relativity. What? I've got to write this down. Ah! Hey, Mr. Wright, maybe you know? Was Mr. Relativity German? Or was he British? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? Oh. So that's where Miss Star saw the incident from. You can probably see quite a lot from up there. That probably means she wasn't lying when she said she saw Miss Star stab him. Where's the security guard anyway? Well, this is just something I heard, but apparently he went out to buy coffee from Miss Star. That woman is a force to be reckoned with. Her and her 5 boyfriends. So this is the famous oil drum. Well, I'll turn like the present. I'll try to kick it over myself. Yeah! That's okay, don't cry. That Lotus guy must be one strong woman. She tried her best. What up? Area reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys, V-block. Car. That's about as red as a sports car as you can get. Yeah, but it's pretty red, alright. The body was found in Edward's car trunk, and the lock in the trunk was broken too. So the question is, why did Miss Guy choose his car? So what model car is it? I think it was called a sedan or a coupe, something like that. Those are car types, Mr. Wright, not models. You're a guy, aren't you, Mr. Wright? You're supposed to know these things. Maybe it is about time I got my driver's license. Just for that, just to appease Emma. The B block is through there, that's where visitors park. so, Miss Star climbed over this fence? It seems so, yeah, that fence is 9 feet high at least. Didn't we establish that she did not climb over that fence? Well, no time like the present, I think I'll give it a little try. No. Eek! It's okay, don't cry. Maybe it's a Lunchline Olympics team. Did we not establish that she did not do that actually? Okay, I've looked at everything. So what do I have? At this rate, I'm gonna like look up. Okay. Useless. Oh, SL9 incident. Oh, that out. Good end was the head detective. Oh wait, I remember this. Evidence, deeper transfer, hair flip. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over, not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Oh, I remember that. And then she didn't. There was no option to to get her to speak up. Okay. She does not care about this. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? I can slide it? No, useless. Like, how am I supposed to get her to— yeah, okay, I can't take this anymore. I have to look it up, because I'm struggling with this. Hold on. Whoops. Okay. Case, attorney, trilogy, episode 5, Walker. Like, I've never had to use a walkthrough yet, at least, especially for these portions, but like, these portions are confusing because I kind of don't know what I'm supposed to do. I need this ad to get out of my face, okay. I'm looking. I'm gonna drink my tea while I look. Investigation. Where is it? Is this day 2? The day 2 investigation. Spring— yeah, this is day 2. Oh my god, okay. Okay, present crime photo. I'm supposed to present a crime photo? Are you serious? Like, actually? How would I have done that? Okay. If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes, so you went straight to the scene of the crime? I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. Oh, so we're still— so we're still going off the fact that she jumped over the fence or something. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The whole of my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Star. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl, I had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time. Okay, now she's gonna yap about it, right? Yes. Okay, so that was how I unlocked the dialogue? Are you serious? That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Oh? Disposable to who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. Oh, it's Officer Marshall. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence, so they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence, not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence of a sort. Made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? Damn. The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? Exactly, Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I meant Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. Okay, what's up? As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined, and then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's over after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Star's old boyfriends, how many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 had disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, rookie? What? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. Then you should take this. Ooh, that looks decent. Salisbury steak lens? Ooh. I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Okay, proceed for Miss Star. Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. Miss Star? Officer Marshall, is he your... are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jing and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, so we're nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Okay. Now we can move and we go to the police department. This place is charged with frantic energy as always. Please, wasn't that? One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's here. Detective Gumshoe. Now's the time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. Oh, I'm so sorry. No. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We've caught a criminal. Now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? Ah, yes. And they just arrested a suspect. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy, but Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch, pronto. Standing around here talking isn't going to fill my belly. Well, wait, don't leave! If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. Is it the officer? He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. Okay, can I go to the guard station? No. Okay, well, we'll go to the detention center like he said. I think I go here first. And then detention center. I'm guessing they arrested Officer Marshall. Still, I do feel better about things, a little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best to not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. What? What was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I say I was the perpetrator against, sir. That's what I'd say. Oh, that guy? Hi, greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. Excuse me, but is Mr. Yeah, that guy. Officer Meekins, you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report? No, sir, how should I say this? Wait, he isn't, is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you? Oh damn, perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir. What? What? Hold on, I don't think I turned down the music volume. I did not. It's probably not that loud anyways. Now this is an unexpected turn of events. Yeah, what the heck? Alright, what's up? The day of the crime. Can you not? Can you fucking not? Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir. Sir! Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room? That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. Bro. Oh, what the hell? What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? Bro, what happened to you? Might I ask what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir, so I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky. I feel like they're getting framed. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. Ew. I should go to bed, but I just started. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But sir, but there was nothing I could do. Can you stop doing that? Oh my god. When it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were, huh? Then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock, oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? Wait, so then, like... that's some story. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to- oh, can you stop? If you have to label me as perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive and well at that. Ah, yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So, you didn't know him. Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir, none. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. Bro is unwell. Alright, do I have to present something or can we leave? Because he is yapping at me. Okay. Guard station? Can I go in? No. Not sure why I bothered to do that. What else? Where else? Whoops. Maybe I present something to him? Maybe this one? This is for you. Eek! I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay. I just wanted you to take a look at it. That's it, sir. Last night, sir. That's the one. I was an apple, sir, in my dream, sir, and I was being peeled. On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. Okay. What else? What else am I supposed to show him? What about this one? Present. I'm sorry, sir, but I have no idea what this is. It takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. What else am I supposed to do? What else is relevant to him? Oh, he does not know what a lunch is. Okay, well, good thing I still have that walkthrough open. Talk to Meekins. I present his ID. You literally have to just present everything, huh? I feel like I didn't struggle as much before. Maybe I'm just wrong. Do you think you take a look at this? Hey, that's it, sir. That's it. That's it. That's what? My head was a blink until this very moment, but now, sir, now I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct, that card was the cause of it all. This ID card? Yeah, how was I supposed to know that? Exactly, sir, that's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir, nothing. I'd better pry into this one a little deeper. Okay. Crime details. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman, a lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room, and that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now, so I whooped and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him? Do you unto others before they do unto you, my own father's words, sir. Well, what happened then? Well, my eyes, sir, everything went white. When I awoke, I was here. Right. Did he black out for that long? Reason for arrest. So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim whom we met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, they have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. Wow. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines, huh? But you still ended up here? They told me that it had to be him, sir, on that day at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what he was definitely there. That's great. That's very reassuring. Trust me, bro. But you don't remember the events clearly? No, but the videotape is quite clear, huh? Videotape? From the security camera. The crime I swore to stamp out. It's there, it's me, it's on the tape. Okay, we gotta go. And you waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge, I don't deserve it. No, thanks, I have my own. Well, I guess you'd better go check out the crime scene. Alright, away we go. I don't know how I'm gonna survive adulthood, because if I have to work 40 hours a week, I'm gonna be unwell. And what am I doing? Examine. Anything new? Can I go into the crime room? What the hell? I'm kind of not in like the mood to like think too hard about it. Let me see. Criminal affairs? Oh, like the actual this one? I don't think that's the crime scene though, but okay. Hey, Mr. Wright, look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives' desk. It's Police Chief Gant. Who? Oh, that guy. And you're sure this is all? You know what it means if there's anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, blah 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 blah. Okay. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, deal? Yes, sir. Well, I'll scour the place again, sir. The Chief of Detectives looks a little flustered. Ahaha, right on, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh, Chief Gant reporting for duty, sir. Phoenix? Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Alright, let's chat. Is Edward going to be okay? Oh, were they? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yep, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Righto? Oh, that guy, Von Karma. He's so much, like, I don't like his stare. It's so much worse with him, like, facing you. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Well, wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Well, maybe they should, you know, be honorable instead of doing anything bad to do that. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be badger worthy. What? Oh no. It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed in their turf too, I mean. They're being the prosecutors, I assume? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yeah, so that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time, that's what it says. What evidence is this? No, Righto, you can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff, secrets, can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives trap shut. He was the one you were picking on earlier? Huh, you saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Do I have to present something? I guess so. We will present everything. You want a lunch? Oh, go find that guy who can't seem to sit still out there, the busy one. The guy who can't still does mean Detective Gumshoe, either him or the dancing blue badger. Do I just have to present something? Oh well, let's just go in order. This one. Nope. Nope. Seriously, I don't know how I could like actually like know what to provide. Okay, you know what? This is a waste of my time. Let me just... talk to Gant. Examine the bald man at the back of the room? Are you serious? Okay. What? Are you serious? Ooh, sorry you had to see that. What exactly? Are you freaking serious? What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. Something belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not, well except for this. Ooh, what, you kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21. Better make a note of that just in case. Okay. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. The fuck? How was I supposed to know to investigate that guy? Hold on, can I look at this? Wow! Wow! Let's see, ingredients, meat. Oh, that's... She must mean beef. She probably just wrote it generically. That's nice. Yeah, let's hope so. Of course, as a scientist, I have to check what additives she used. Go to town. Well, it says here hours of sweat and labor, so that's why the sauce is so salty. That's gross. Okay. Wow, my mouth is watering. I can almost hear the sound of steak frying on the grill. No doubt it's all cold and tough by now. No, I'm sure it's delicious. Miss Star poured her heart into making this. As long as she didn't put any other organs in there. Sus. What else we got? Let me look at this. Bruce Goodman. ID number. And then he didn't even finish writing what he lost. Okay. Where do I go now? Can I... Oh, permission to enter. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Righto asked me for help. I was wondering if you could investigate the evidence room? The blink. Now, Righto. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all. Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. Oh, that, can I have $50? So go ahead, investigate the room to your heart's content, knock yourself out. This guy just does whatever the hell he wants, huh? It just goes to show you never know until you ask. And for you, here, you can borrow this. Huh? Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir, it's an honor. You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks. Okay, bro said, here's access to the crime scene. Peace out. It looks pretty cool on my lapel label, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir, because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now. Sir, I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Let a girl dream. Dream of being involved in investigation of crimes. Here we are. Alright, do I examine this? Yes. The evidence room is beyond that door. And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Aha! The card reader is turned off, see? What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, well, what's made by me is the sky so gray? Hey, dude. I love how he has his own, like, theme song. Officer Marshall, why does it have to be him? What's that? Why does it have to be him? Look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw. Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting. Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Damn. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. Well, how about if I give you this? That smell! Ah! Reminds me of Texas. What? Texas? So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby? Oh, yeah, Miss Star. What's this? What? What's wrong? A filet steak lunch. I see, I see. I don't see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. Alright, Bambina, you win. Ask Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. Alright. Guard station. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. That poor little doggy. Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, I might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know? So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy. Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. Well, is it a horse? There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. Okay, well, you mean the security camera system? I don't take to machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli to sneak in next to your steak, you know? Well, he doesn't have a verifiable alibi. Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved in the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times and no one tells us what actually happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case? That's right. The evidence transfer rules. Edgeworth was talking about the transfer rules too. Okay, lots of yapping. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen. Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about just as much as I like astute cauliflower with mistakes. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. Plus the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. He may be fired or something, I don't know. What was it called? Inquiry committee? Yeah. So this is the ID card record. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambina, I can't show you more than that. Oh, I didn't really take a good look at it. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. Oh, I didn't see it. Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Transferal. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. I see now. Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever, dead. Never to be reopened again, never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to SL9 2 days ago. Alrighty. Into the evidence room. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room? It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. It kind of does feel like a morgue. Eek! Whoa! Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. A really big ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts in the head, pal. So, is it true what I heard? Righto, please do look like a selfish man when you saw this earlier. I would have asked him for $50. Yeah, it's true. So, Chief of Police can't. Will anyone $50? Even me? Wait, who told him that? Oh, so that's what you're talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day. Yes, we are. Gee, thanks. First of all, you'll want to have this. Scene of the stabbing of a detective at the PD. What is that? Oh, that is a map. Okay. What's up, Gumshoe? So, Detective Gumshoe, you're boss for the day? That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're a boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation again. I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe? Aha, of course. I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open? Where's Edgeworth? I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the Inquiry Committee now, right? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Huh? Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. Lockers. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using their ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my 3rd card since entering the force already. You shouldn't sound so proud of that. This sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coated with a fingerprint. So the only locker we can open is our own. Funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, you see? The handles? On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, zap, you get a shock. If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Alrighty. I guess I have to present. Oopsie. SL9. Wait, February 21? I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone because of the SL9 collection. That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left in that case. Do I have to present the crime photo again? That's the photo that Miss Star took. Anything you can tell us about it? The Miss Star is quite the lady. Well, I remember it was winter. I was 16. 16? She was the only one who ever got me to talk about what happened. 16. That's how old I am. I wonder what happened. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe wore a trench coat in high school too. What? Okay. Anything else I can present? Okay. What else can I show him to make him talk? That's the victim, Detective Goodman's ID card. These days, everything's cards and secret numbers. I can never relax. That's only because you always lose your card. I always forget my secret number too. Scary, huh? My face should be ID enough. What's the world coming to? Detective Gumshoe, rebel against the system. Is he gonna... Yay, okay. Now that was a bloody, violent case. Violent, so it was a murder? A serial killing. A serial killing. Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight, and started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence? It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transfer the other day. Give me a second. Okay. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was a detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So that switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? What? Oh, okay, was that it? Examine. Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner that looks like a car door. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away. Hey, that's one of the human profiles for range testing. He's been shot square in the forehead. Better him than us. Huh? There's something sticking out of here. Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here, that said. I bet the evidence locker was opened recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either. If you're going to talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. Not sorry. Whoops. This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams. I'm not so sure about the dreams. It won't open. Did you really think it would? Hey pal, our security is high-tech around here. Okay, there's some stuff here. Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here. What a sorry-looking fishing pole that is. Ah, that's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it. Okay. Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Right pal, that's the metal detector. The one that led to the solving of that case out in Gore Lake, remember? Oh, right. Wow, that feels like it was ages ago. And, I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's a bug sleeper. I'm sure it will come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap-looking box. You can't just judge a person or a machine by their cover, you gotta look at their heart. Okay. slide. There is blood. What's this? Blood? It's a little warm, but there's definitely a handprint here. It looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright, what if there are other bloodstains left in the room? Okay. Yes, ma'am. What's this? Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case. The case? The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces here? Another piece of SL9 evidence. Take a closer look. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke. You want to try to put it back together? Ha! Good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Mini game time. Oh. This is actually a lot more. Combine. Wait, rotate. Wait, what? Wait, gameplay? There's like gameplay? Oh, okay. I'll just keep rotating it until it looks like it'll fit. I don't know. No. What am I looking for? Wait, hold on, I can click these. Well, I have to think about this. Whoops. Oh, I actually have to like look at this. This one? Yippee! Wow, gameplay. That looks like the top though. Probably. This one? Yippee! Whoops. Oh my god. Wow. Sorry, my brain is like slow right now, so I'm kind of just like, wow. Gameplay. I think it's this one. Combine. Oh, there's blood on it still. This one is this one. Right? Yeah. That was easy. Huh? How? Which one? Oh, actually? Okay. This one. This is fine. We got this. Everything's fine. Is it this one? Is it? I don't think so. No? I guess it's this one. Oh, whoops. Not that. Hello? I'm tripping. At this point, I'm just like guessing. I'm like, yeah, totally, this should work. Fuck, no, okay. Oh. Whoops. There is a piece missing. Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that too. I got that far too in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Were some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, It doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. I kind of understand how it got broken. It looks like somebody smashed someone in the head with it. I don't know. Some left a glove here, but only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? There you go. That's evidence in the casing now. Aha. Extremely thin rubber glove. Look, this one's open above and the red indicator light above the door is lit. That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker. Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. I guess that makes sense. Paint. What is a saw and paint doing here? Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression. Excuse me? True art. I noticed that there is blue and yellow paint here. Oh. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger. Well, you might say this is my studio. Here in the evidence room? Okay. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, the numbers. If you put these pieces together, it makes a jar. There are two things that bother me. One, why are some of the pieces missing? Two, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke. I'll make sure to remember that next time I make a jar. She said this jar is ass. Okay. Let us spray. Well, I mean, we know about that, so... I knew it! This is someone's right-hand friend. What? What's the matter, detective? This locker, it's mine! It's yours? Please, you have to help me when they come to take me away. Promise to testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot it down in the floor plans. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. God damn. What, but you're a detective. Okay. Time to spray everywhere. Okay, I think that's all I got, actually. I don't have anything. Slide. Is that it? Like, actually? Oh, another one. Examine. Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murder to touch the spot if he fled out the door. This just might be something significant. Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What this? It's called luminol testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. Where do you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I'd better drop this down on the floor pants. Alright, is there anything else? Probably not, I feel like. I'm just like, ooh, spray. Anyways. Oh, actually. One more. That must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien? It's proof that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans. Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. Oh dear. Okay. I'm gonna go to bed now. We can save right here. I feel like I didn't get too far, but it's okay. If I stream tomorrow, it'll be earlier than I'm streaming now, because I can't sleep late tomorrow because then I have work the next day and I have to wake up early. Anyways, good night. I will now go to bed. Until next time, bye bye.